What's up, man? Congrats, man, on a great game, and of course PAC division title.
Thank you.
Firebirds. Second period was, I don't know, maybe at least for me, my personal favorite of the whole season. It just felt like so many different things that you guys have been good at over the course of the last 4 months. Everything seemed to come together in that second period. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was a good period. They're a tough team to play. They stick to their systems pretty good, and the goal is to get the puck down in there and like get it stopped. To get some zone time going. And I felt in the second period we were able to get to that. And yeah, I thought we had a good period, and we got one on the power play and a penalty shot goal. So yeah, it was a good period for us.
It was preceded, of course, by a super intense, if not chippy, if not contentious, very first period. Very physical, man. On playoff-like atmosphere, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Like we're getting down to the last 6 games of the season, and guys are getting excited for the playoffs. And you play this, like a lot of these games. It's your sixth, seventh, eighth time playing the same team. That obviously over the course of a year is gonna bring the emotion out, bring the intensity out, and that's what it was like in the first.
It seemed even though like a little more, like a little extra, not just a team that maybe we don't like those, but we've seen those teams kind of come. But seemed like a little extra layer of that this evening.
Yeah. Hockey can be like that. It's an emotional game. You can't always predict when it's going to be like that, but emotions run high, and you saw it in full force there. Yeah, tonight.
When there's a extended fight like Ian McKinnon was in, and you're watching it, how does that sort of galvanize a team, or what are you thinking about when you're?
Yeah, no, it's anytime a guy drops the gloves, there's ultimate respect earned amongst your team, because you're putting your face, you're putting your body on the line for your teammates. So um, it brings the bench up, it brings the energy, and you're right. That one went long, so you kind of get tired just watching him. But that was awesome, and he's a great teammate, and it brought the energy for us.
What does what does the division title mean? Obviously, we know it means a bye, which is an important thing. But is there something about clinching and getting that win that
Yeah,
matters?
no, yeah, the buy is huge. We'll take advantage of the rest for sure. At the same time, uh, like home ice is good, right? And but a 5 game series can be pretty short, so it's important that we stick to it. Keep going in these next 5 games. Keep improving. Don't take your foot off the gas. I think we're still playing for the Western Conference. So that's something to play for, and just making sure that going into the playoffs, you want your game to be in the best position possible, so you can, you can't just flick the switch off come playoff time. So just stick with it, keep going, and yeah, it's been fun.
You had a great connection with Max this last couple week. Not that you hadn't been before, but extra special these last couple games. What is it about the two of you that, I mean, obviously now you've been playing together for a whole season?
Yeah, he's a great player, great finisher, knows where to be, and when you get the puck to him in the right spots, a lot of times it ends up in the back of the net. And he's a very predictable player. So that's always good in a line mate. But all the guys I've played with this year, we have a good team with good players. So it's been fun, like I said.
And then last question, just mixing in some of the new players. Obviously, there was a few on the ice tonight. Um, how is that? How do you manage that sort of in the course of the game?
It's exciting. It's exciting. Like it's always fun like this time of year in this league. There's always guys coming in, and it's a dream come true for all of us to get played, to play a game. So it's cool to see that excitement. The young guys coming in. It takes me back to a while ago when it was happening to me. So you just try to help them as best you can, welcome them in, and they've done a great job so far.
And then congrats.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Great game.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Great win. Congrats, obviously, on the division title. I was saying to Devin, second period tonight was just excellent. It felt like so many good things that you guys have done over the course of recent months. Like everything came together in that second period. You know, very contentious and competitive atmosphere.
Yeah, I think you credit that to the first period too. I think we built a lot of our game in the first period and just kind of carried it over into the second. And I think when we play fast and keep their guys out there tired for extended periods of time, we know how to take advantage of that. And I think we did a really good job of it in the second period. Yeah, obviously it's pretty cool to see Hayes bury a penalty shot goal too. That was nice.
Yeah. Did you guys have any talks amongst yourselves or coaches that tonight could be a little bit of a litmus test, or it could be something? I mean, now that you clinched, I think we started talking about the playoffs a little bit more, but did you guys talk about that? Yeah, this is a team you might potentially see a few weeks down the road.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think we got a TV in our room that shows the standings every single day, and we knew where they were. We knew what this game meant to us. So obviously, you could see the excitement coming out. Like I said in the first and second period, yeah, and it's always good to get your team battle tested for the playoffs. Obviously, we see a lot of these teams quite a bit throughout the year, but it's always good to kind of put a final stamp on things at the end of the year.
There's something extra these days with the Ontario rivalry. I mean, we know they're geographically the closest team, but it seemed like, of course, tonight was one of the most contentious games we've seen. How would you categorize the rivalry right now?
Yeah, like I said, in this league especially, you play a lot of teams within your division a lot. So, especially these guys, they haven't had a ton of turnover of guys in the last 2 years, and we haven't had a ton either. So, I think it definitely has built up over the last 2 years. And yeah, I agree with you. It was rough out there tonight, but that's, like I said, that's good to get us battle tested for playoffs.
Yeah, the physical first period and the fight with McKinnon. What is that like for the team when you see something like that happen?
Yeah, it brings a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I think no matter who does it, it definitely brings a lot of energy. I think the fans love it too. But yeah, Macker's a great teammate. He sticks it all on the line for us every night he's out there. Works hard, stays with things, and it's good to see him get rewarded the last few games. Obviously scoring in Abbotsford and getting a fight and getting the boys fired up here in the first period tonight.
For for guys like you who were here last year as well, what does it mean to win the Pacific Division regular season? I mean, that's something you guys did not accomplish last year.
Yeah, it's big. We're excited, obviously. I think that just goes to show of how good a team we've come to be throughout the year. Obviously, I think things at the beginning of the year, people wouldn't have told us right now that we'd be clinching the division, but we've stuck with things, and obviously we're on a nice little run here. Yeah, and it's definitely good to skip that buy-in or the play-in round. 3-game series, kind of anything can happen. So we're excited to grab that bye and see where things turn out.
Congratulations. Nice job.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Lindy.
Congrats.
Guys. Thank you.
Pacific Division title. I mean, what does that mean? I just asked Cole. You were here last year, and you guys did not win the division. So what does it mean to actually put that up off the checklist?
Yeah, it's a big accomplishment. I mean, it's a reflection of all the work we've put in the season, the way we've played, the way we've grown as a team, and obviously it's not our end goal, but it's definitely something to be proud of.
And then I've been asking each of the guys, but obviously the first period was real contentious. When a guy like Ian McKinnon gets in a long fight like that, what does that kind of do for the team morale?
Yeah, Macker stepping up like that, definitely gets us going. Brings a lot of energy when a guy steps up and does that and puts it out on the line. It's you know, it just makes you want to step up and go play a little harder. So he's definitely been, you know, consistently, you know, bringing us energy throughout the season and sticking up for guys and stepping up. So it's been fun to see.
You guys are having a great season. Ontario, to their credit, they're having a nice season. They're in the standings. You guys talk amongst yourselves at all about that this is a team, this could be potentially a preview tonight for what we might see a couple clicks down the line in the playoffs? You guys talk about that at all?
No, we haven't talked about that. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a possibility, but you know, we were focused on first getting the clinch and finishing the season strong, and then we'll see who we got after that.
Yeah, as Cole said, I mean, that there is value. You guys have played them a lot. You know, one more time tonight. There's value in kind of closing the regular season chapter with a game like this tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to finish strong. Obviously, we've seen them a lot of times, and you hardly need to watch film because you know what the structure is going to be. You know the style of play that they have, and you know how we need to play. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of familiarity there, and possibility that we see them in the playoffs.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Yep.
You did? Yeah. Not even the one here. One of the different casino. I managed to lose at different ones across Southern California.
I have my own vices, but that's not one of them.
Let's talk about that.
You can ask a question, but you're probably not gonna get an answer.
In lieu of my gambling losses, let's talk about your successes and your win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tech division title. Second period tonight was very satisfying. I don't know why that word comes to mind, but it was like for all the good things we've seen the Firebirds do over most of the season, certainly the last 4+ months, like that seemed a coalescence of all the good things you guys have done really came together in that second period in a very competitive atmosphere.
You can put my name on that quotation. Yes.
Pleased. You're pleased with that second period.
Yes, I've said it a couple times to the guys about different parts of our game, but that was probably our best second period of the year, and it was, yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. It was it was exactly how we want to play, exactly where we want to play it. And it was fast, quick paced to the offensive zone. I think we spent 8.5 minutes in the offensive zone in that period. That's a large number. And just felt like it felt like we were taking over the game with that second period. And the game winning goal ends up being the game winning goal is great defense, great stick, great stand at the blue line by Flower and Goose, and quick back the other way into a transition offense, and you get a great goal as a result of it from Shorzy and Max and Lindy. And it was just kind of, it was, I'll let you say it again. It was our best 20 minutes of hockey, probably the second period of hockey for sure.
Obviously, the motivation to clinch the division tonight, but did you talk with your team at all about the fact that this is also kind of litmus against a team that played a lot, they played us well, they're playing very good hockey, and potentially a few puts down the line, we could see them again in the postseason?
I think I did not really do a foreshadowing to potentially seeing these guys later on, but this is a team that's they have a positive record against us, and they've played us tough. The last two games in particular, kind of tight like this one was as well, and they get 2 games ago they get a late goal and then win it in overtime, and last game they got another late goal. We went up in the third period, they got another late goal, and we won in a shootout. I think I think we won in a shootout, but they played us hard, they played us tough, they're a good team. And this game, if you gotta look at the schedule, you look at where the standings are at, we're a point away from clinching the division, but this one had some bite and some battle to it right from the start of the match, and I think our guys were ready for it, and frankly, we kind of like it that way, and the guys responded, and it's a good game from us.
We haven't been treated to like a long extended fight like we saw tonight. Came in too many times. How does that sort of galvanize the team to watch something like that and then react to it?
I just think that Mac doesn't play every game, hasn't played every game this year, but he's a big part of the team, and he's a big part of the energy of our team, and that was on display in that in that fight. So it's the first fight I've ever seen broken up by the ref's whistle. Anything at that point would have broken it up, I think. But yeah, that was a battle.
And going back to mentioning the division, obviously, for the season, I assume you had goals. I'm guessing that was one of them, something you did not accomplish last year. What does it mean to check that one off?
In completely without knowing, letting the players know this, I would just say like it's something we didn't accomplish last year. And I think this team a little bit has been fighting to try to find its own way, not relying on last year's number of wins and the playoff run and getting one game away. And I think this is something we can hang our hat on. It's this team earned that and got that. And I think Shorzy said it after the game. It's an accomplishment we all wanted to get, but it's not done yet. There's more to go.
One last question from me. These last 5 games now are sort of put you in an interesting position as a coach, I guess. How do you sort of handle these last 5 games as far as player rotations, maybe giving young guys action, maybe not? I don't know. How do you expect end of the regular season?
I'm still thinking about that one, to be quite honest with you. You talked about some goals that we had for our team, and some of those goals aren't accomplished yet, and we still want to. This group and these guys still want to make a push for some of those other things that we've talked about, and so at the same time, you're in a position where you've also got to think about getting ready for the playoffs. But with this win tonight, with the point tonight, it means we're going to have a 9-day, or means we're going to have a 9-day break. So there'll be a lot of chance for a rest and recouping after the next 5 games. So, I think in other circumstances where you finish the game on a Sunday and you're going to play the playoffs on a Wednesday, it's a little more important to think about the rest and regroup with some of the players and resting. But we're going to have a 9-day break. So, we also, the schedule, probably looking at the last 3 games in particular, we play 3 and 4 in the back-to-back the last 2 games. Like the few thoughts that I've had about it since the end of the game, maybe that's a time to look at different lineups and resting a few guys. And if we have some injuries or banged up a little bit here or there, that might be a time to think about different lineups. Celebrate is probably not the word I would use. I think you can feel some gratification and you can be proud of what this team has done with this win tonight and getting first in the division. But you know what, every guy in the room should feel some gratitude and some sense of accomplishment about getting first in the division. That's a good thing, but it's really kind of just one more step to where the ultimate goal is. So celebrate. I don't know if celebrating is what's going to happen, but I think we should, and the group and the guys, and I know they do. They're pretty proud of the fact. Chris Drieger talked after the game. It's something he's never done. He says something he's never done this early in the season is clinch first place. So it should be it should be a sense of accomplishment for the group. It should be some gratification, and we'll quickly look to the next thing.
As a follow-up to that, given last year and the end goal in mind and kind of that team over there on the East Coast, is this obviously pushing you in any way? Are you guys, I mean, the story writes itself, really. I think we're all kind of hoping for that, but how do you kind of keep your guys focused on the task at hand? And is that team influencing or motivating you in any way?
It's a distant thought. I'll say it that best. It's a long road to get to that point. But I'd be lying to you if myself and the guys haven't thought of that. But the it probably just more motivation to it's such a long, I mean, it's such a long road and it's such a long battle to get there. So it's not, it's a distant thought, really, to be quite honest. But what'd you say, storybook? We got to write it. That's it. All right. What did you lose your money at?